I said, okay, he's a lawyer, he has no experience running hospitals, but you know, hell, if we don't do something, so let him try. I had a front row seat, and I watched this man do what I really, truly thought was impossible. And he knows, I've said this to him. I didn't think anybody could do it, but I said, let him try. I watched him slowly, methodically, systematically isolate the problems and fix them to bring us to the point where we were making money and we were so attractive that the Vanguard health system was just salivating all over it to buy us. So I got to tell you, if anybody says to you, well, this is a black-white thing, you tell them, no, we are beyond that issue. Exactly. We need to have the best man, and he's standing up in front of us.
You can tell Dr. Thomas is my friend.
See, when I worked for him at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, I saw it every day. I got Dugganized every Friday. In a room much smaller than this. So I had no doubts he would do the job at DMC, and I have no doubt he'll do the job as the next mayor of the city of Detroit. And I'm proud to be here. I'm a partner in Allen Brothers Law Firm.
So I know for a fact he's a man and his staff of their word, because they made sure that we were on that project, all of the projects. So every woman, every African American, every minority that does that $1 billion worth of work will now get paid 15 days in a prevailing wage because of their negotiations with the city and myself.
I'm here. I'm State Senator Tupac Hunter, but I'm not here as a state senator. When I read on the Senate floor that Mr. Duggan purchased a house in the city of Detroit, a couple of us talked about, wow, what could that mean? And I thought about it because I have been having conversations, as many of you have, well, what's the future of the city of Detroit? We need someone who has administrative skill, check, vision, check, a proven track record, check. So when he purchased a house in Detroit, I thought, wow, this man needs to be the next mayor of the city of Detroit. So that's why I'm here. I believe in Mike Duggan.
My name is Brian Barnhill. I'm the Chief of Staff for the City Council President in Detroit, who is enthusiastic about Mike's potential candidacy. I am a Detroit native. I grew up near the city airport, educated through the Detroit public school system, went away for college, decided that I wanted to come back home because I wanted to be involved in rebuilding my hometown. And when it comes to supporting somebody who's going to be the mayor at this point in my life where everything is about the future, you know, my future career, my future family, I want to make sure that the guy who's there is a person who's going to make sure that Detroit is going to be a city in which I can thrive and a city in which my, unborn children can thrive.
Mike is a builder. He is a creator of coalitions. He has fantastic ideas. He's a tremendous administrator. He's a tremendous innovator. He's fair and he's honest. And he has proven that over the course of a 30-year public career. If you want to vote for a mayor who's going to have the buses come on time, the parks and streets to be clean, the police to come when they call, the taxes to get collected, and the services provided, well, then you should vote for Mike Duggan. And believe me, I've said that more than once, and they ain't no response. It's just like this, quiet. There ain't no response. You cannot respond with a political argument that has no substance in the face of the reality that what we need is a leader, and who we need is Mike Duggan. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Duggan.
I was born in the city, I went to high school in the city, I've worked in the city for 30 years, and I really feel like with the kind of talents here, this city can be really great. It is not as far away as people think. Those who were with me at DMC, they lost $500 million in the previous 5 years, and when I came in and said we're going to operate the black, they thought I was nuts.
Yes, we did.
We were black. We were the black the first year. We started with the 29-minute campaign. We cut some costs the first year. We've now operated in the black 9 years in a row. We're the only hospital system that hasn't had big layoffs or losses in the last 9 years. Nobody at DMC ever even thinks about running deficits anymore. But I didn't talk about 4-year plans and 8-year plans. We did it the first year. It got better than that the second year. It was 5 or 6 years before Vanguard was going to put in $1 billion. But we didn't talk about 4 years, and the job is harder than I thought. It's going to take longer than I thought.
How's it going?
You got my vote, man. Go ahead and do it, man. Hey, how you doing?
What does Mike Duggan bring to the table?
Well, you know, I'm a turnaround guy. The smart bus system at the county and certainly at DMC, and there's a lot of talent in the city. There's so much potential in the city. I think if we can get everybody to work in one direction, we can bring the city back faster than people think.
How tough is it going to be to get everybody working in one direction? Because taking a look at this council, it's not the friendliest.
You know, when the Republicans took over the legislature, DMC's heavily dependent on state funding, and everybody thought we were going to be in trouble, and yet we got the support for DMC through a Republican House, Republican Senate, and the support of the Republican governor. It's a matter of working hard to build coalitions, and I've never found a person of goodwill on either side of the aisle that I can't develop a relationship with. And I think there's a majority of the city council of people of goodwill, just as there's a majority of people in Lansing, and I think we can build those coalitions. And we all got on a single strategy that took this city back block by block, but turnaround can happen faster than people think. And if I run, that's going to be the message.